What's up, everybody? How we doing? We're back, and we are gonna get back into some game dev, learning Godot. We were on earlier today playing what was it? Neo, The World Ends With You, the sequel to the original The World Ends With You. And I have to admit, I really like that game. It's kind of fun. Even the combat system is kind of crazy, but it's kind of fun. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. Sorry, I just need to set this up a bit. It's gonna be pretty close to something like this. So let's go see desktop view. Oh, just a little bit over this way. And it's a little high. There we go. Oh, why do I have, what's that in the top corner? What is going on there? Why do I have two display captures? Display capture 4. Is that because of this? The BRB? I don't think so. When did I put oh, you know what? I might have done that for something else. But I think we can get rid of that. What is sound alert? Oh yeah, okay. No, that's not it. Window capture? Oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's good to know. So I can like put the thing there or something. Oh, that's interesting. In case you guys want to watch Shibuya. It'll just be behind me. Okay, I think that's okay. I think we can go over. Nope. That's it. Boom. Okay. That's looking pretty good. We're just gonna make the chat here so I can see it right in front of me. No problems. Yeah, so as usual, just to give a little brief rundown, this is a game dev stream. So it's like more of a co-working, co-study success. There'll be long periods of time where I'm not talking because I'm paying attention. We're supposed to be paying attention to the lecture. What else? So yeah, it's maybe not so much entertaining as my regular gaming streams, but you know, sometimes people come in trying to distract me, and we have a good time. But so that being said, let's continue the journey. This is what we've done so far. Where's my desktop view? There we go. Let's see what we've done so far. Try to review the code. So we've done this, so we can do this. We can move around our space. We can't go off the screen, which is nice. All right. And we can shoot rockets. But this is the issue with the rockets, is they move with us. They're not independent. That's an issue. So we're gonna fix that, of course. But yeah, that's what we got going on so far. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's like a laser. We can do like a laser like that, right? Instead of a rocket, but okay. So let's review what we've done. So this is the player, and we made a last time we preload the rocket scene here, which is very important. When you want to make the player move, you have to create a physics process as well. It's also important. So this is where did I do? Okay, so this is essentially like for preloading the screen, which the scene, not the screen. So we're preloading the rocket scene. And then so this is pretty much how you do it. And then we put it into a variable called rocket scene. And then we made a shoot function called the rocket instance. So this is like instancing the rocket within with using script instead of this little like button here. We instantiate something. So, and then we add the child because the player is the parent. So we add the child, the rocket, and then we have the rocket instance, which is this, and we update its position plus equals 75. I can't remember that number, but that's what you do. And then we made the shoot input here too, and that's just shoot, and then it has the shoot function here, which calls the shoot function, which is right here, and then all the rest stuff. So yeah, good stuff, right? Thrilling stuff. So now we're going to be working on, and then we made this rocket. So so the interesting thing about the rocket instance here is if we go here with the rocket, is you can, if you export something here, you can adjust it here. So boom. Wonder if you can do that with something else. Like let's try that, something else. Export variable word equals word. Oh, see, now it's right here. Now you can change it to hello. All right, I wonder if that works. Where do we call speed? Oh, right here. So we could print word here. Oh, sorry. We actually need to do it like this. Right? So we're going to print word. I want to see what happens. Set word. All right. Oh, see, now it prints hello, even though it says word. And it does it a lot. It does it every frame. Sweet. So yeah, so you can update that. Okay, that's cool. And it just like, I guess you can just do a ton, but we don't need it, but that's cool. Cool. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. That was a, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to review this. That was the longest, lecture in this one. I'll probably have to review it though again on off stream, but let's get into the next one. I'm gonna turn on the music for me, but you guys can still keep listening to it. So will I work on this? So let's get going. I'm gonna start the next lecture. Boom. Drinking some Tropicana tonight. All right. So to correct, so I gotta go to the player node scene. And we are going to add, oh, what did he say? A node. Base node type inside the player. Okay, so we're going to create, click on the player, we're going to create a base node. Which is at the top here. Okay, create. All right, let's see what he does now. Okay, so this is rocket. Wait, I have to go back. Okay, so I get it now. So currently, this child is a child of the player, but what we're gonna do is make it a child of the rocket container instead. Okay, and the reason I guess this doesn't, I mean, this fixes it is because it doesn't have a transform. Like if we look here, there's no transform. Like if we go to player, if we click on the player, we could see we have a transform. We could change the position and whatnot. But rocket container is a base node and it doesn't have anything. You can add a script, I guess, which we will do to make it a child. And it's got an editor description and a process, but that's pretty much it. So we have to create a reference. So we need a ready function, essentially to create a reference point, to get the node. So I guess we're doing get node, and I guess it's gonna be that. And then I'm guessing he hasn't done this yet, but I'm going to guess it's that. Oh, maybe we don't need that. Maybe because it's not. Maybe we just need to do that for now. Let's see. I'm guessing this is what it is. Okay. So we should get that's going to be a global variable. Okay, so we're making a variable called rocket container, but we're not assigning anything to it because we want to assign it here. Container, and then we assign rocket container to the get node. Oh, interesting. So if we, for example, want to print the variable rocket container dot name, as it'll give us the name. What? How? Oh, I spelled rocket wrong. That's what. Rocket container. Should be rocket container. See, boom, boom, boom. Good. Okay. Okay. How can you see the properties of the node? Like, that's what I'm curious. Like, how do you know what the property is? This the node? These are the. I don't see a dot name renamed. I don't see, like, maybe you have to just like read about it and it tells you the properties. Class node, base class for all scene objects. So essentially, instead of adding the child like this, we're gonna go like this. Rocket container. Why is there a D here? Rocket container dot. Oh, why is that? Add child, and then that is going to be rocket instance. Like that. Why is it way up there? Interesting. Okay. So it's no longer there, but it's going to be like up here. But it's no longer following. But it doesn't follow the position of the player right now. Let's see how we fix that. Okay, so essentially we're doing this before that rock is equal to global position. Let's see what that does. Oh, nice! Look at that, boom! It's not quite what we wanted. I have to speed that up, I guess, because I can keep up with it. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That's awesome. At some point, we got to destroy those things, right? Cool. All right. Right on. Okay, we're gonna learn more about the get note. Okay, so since this is such a common thing in Godot, then there's a shorthand way of doing this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so essentially variable rocket container 2 and then we're going to make this equal to this. Okay. And then before this, we're going to add at on ready. Why do we have, did I actually? Okay. At on ready. And supposedly this is the same as this. So actually we're going to call this container 2. Do this. And then we're going to do this. Call this rocket container 2. And then, well, we're going to keep this just like this. The above line is the exact same thing as line as var as rocket 2 container 2 and the ready function. And we're going to group these together. Okay. Okay. So there's also, we have this. Nope. Nope. Okay, and then you can do this money sign. Nope. Rocket. Oh no, it is the same. Rocket container. Is the same as get node rocket container. Dun, 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 dun. The money symbol. Right. Put this on a new line. Is the same as get node rocket container. Interesting. All right, let's see. Okay, so we fixed that. Now deleting unwanted rockets. That's what we need. Destroying them. That's the next one. That's important. So this is going to be an information-packed lecture. And he's actually in the game node there. Okay. The rockets keep on going. They're still going. We don't want that. So we can see if we do this, if we start shooting rockets, they don't go away. And how we can, I can show you that is like we're doing this. We go to the remote tab, go to the game, we go to player, and we go to rocket. Is it rocket? Yeah, you can see all the rockets. And now if I click on one, you can see down here in position, it's going here. Like it's still moving. You click on any one of them and it's going. And so that's going to cause issues for sure. Right? So we need to not do that. So we're going to learn a new type of node in the rocket script. Okay, so we got to create a new node, which is called visible visible on-screen notifier. This one right here. We have also visible on-screen enabler. A rectangular region of 2D space that, when visible on screen, enables a target node. A rectangular region of 2D space that detects whether it is visible on screen. Okay, there we go. So now we have created a visible on screen notifier. They do look similar. Rocket Destroy. We're gonna call it Rocket Destroyer. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay. So this here, we want to move to like the back. So like when the rocket's no longer visible, it's destroyed, right? So we need it more at the back here, right? I think like that. It's pretty good, right? I think that's lines up pretty good. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna add, this one has a screen exited here as a signal. So I'm starting to understand better how these connect. So when this will send the signal to this that it's left the screen and should destroy it. Create a reference. Add a visible on-screen notifier to the rocket and create a reference to it in the rocket GD script. So connecting from that to that, I think, right? On rocket. I think that's it, right? That's the reference to it. So we have the yep, so screen exited, blah, blah, blah. I think that's correct. Oh, no. Okay, so I didn't do that correctly. This is going to be the reference point. So I didn't know what he meant by ripped. On ready variable is visible. Okay, because it's like, is it visible? Is visible. I wonder if you can do stuff like that. Is visible. And that equals $. What do we call it? Rocket Destroyer. Okay. Okay. That's okay. And this is a reference. How did he explain that? To the node rocket destroyer. This is a reference to the node rocket destroyer. Check it. So wait, I should pay attention a bit more. So let's go back. Visible dot connect. And then I guess screen exited. I guess that's what we want. So I guess we're not going to use this. Disconnect. I guess that's the best way to do that for now, because we're trying to connect it here. Okay, so when this function exits the screen, it will call this function. Let's see. So, when how do I what did I just say? When okay, yeah, so when screen the on-screen exited function will be called. Cool. Screen, right? Well, okay. And then we just have to put in what we want to happen to that rocket, which is be destroyed essentially. Okay. We're gonna test this by printing destroy rocket here. Destroy rocket now. So when this prints, it should destroy the rocket now. Okay, let's try it. So we're gonna shoot rocket, and then when it exits the screen, destroy rocket now. So yeah, boom. So every time it exits the screen, it should destroy the rocket now. That's what we want to happen. So it's working. It is working. So we just have to make a destroy function now. That's right. To delete something. Or what? Okay. This is very important. To delete a node, use a function called, how do you spell that? Q free, I guess. It looks so weird. Q-U-E-U-E. Yeah. Q free. Okay. And then do you, I guess, do you pass an argument or it just does it? Okay, so let's read about it in the documentation. So Q free. Q free queues a node for deletion at the end of the current frame. When deleted, all of its child nodes will be deleted as well, and all references to the node and its child will become invalid. It is safe to call Q free multiple times per frame on a node, and to object.free, a node that is currently queued for deletion. Use object.isQueued for deletion to check whether a node will be deleted at the end of the frame. The node will only be freed after all other deferred calls are finished, so using queue_free is not always the same as calling object_free, though object.call deferred, through object.call through, and I guess we have to read about what object_free is, but not right now. Okay, interesting. Okay. Chris. Okay, so we're gonna pull this up and we're gonna see if it actually is deleted by going to the game. No, oh wait, we can stay in the rocket because we want to go to the remote. And we want to go to the rocket container. All right, so it shoots the rocket and it's destroyed. So it's working. So if we shoot, like, we're gonna shoot 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So look, and they get destroyed. So all of those, and then they should be destroyed, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go, it's working. Don't worry, I already did. Beauty. Cool. Okay. So enemy scene and movement. So now we're gonna make some enemies. So yeah. The whole Delta thing, that was a whole thing too, eh? So let me just review some of this stuff. When you want to make something move, you need to use the physics process. Global position X, which is this way, equals global position X plus speed. All right, and speed is that. So this is the rocket, because we want, yeah, that's right, because we don't want the rocket to go this way. What do we do for player for that? Speed here, okay. Where do we call speed? Velocity X. Oh yeah, so for we had to call speed on all of them. And the input, was that on the input? No, because the rocket doesn't have input here. Right? This just has a speed. The when we shoot is when we have the input. Okay. Alright, I gotcha. Okay, just checking. Alright. Enemy scene. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna make an enemy scene. That essentially comes from the opposite side. So the enemy is gonna be coming from over here, and it's gonna come this way. It's gonna be like, and my job is to shoot it. Right? That's the goal. So let's do it. Okay. So we're gonna make another sprite. Oh, it's okay. So we're actually gonna make it more similar to the rocket. I thought I was gonna make it a more similar to the player, which is a player character body 2D. The rocket is going to be area 2D. So I guess we're going to make an area 2D. Okay. Okay. Let's give me a challenge. Okay, so this is the challenge. Okay, so we are going to create the enemy scene and movement is the challenge. So we need to, the steps are to create a new scene, which we're doing here, with area 2D as the main node, and then add a sprite 2D and a collision shape 2D, which is exactly like this. So we have the rocket, which is in area 2D, and we're going to add a sprite 2D and a collision shape 2D. Okay. So other node. So we need to create area 2D. Okay. And then in the area 2D, we're going to add a node here, which is going to be, what was that? Sprite 2D. Okay. And for the sprite, we have a texture called enemy ship. We're not going to enemy ship 2, but enemy ship. There. Okay. And then we're going to create a collision shape. So we need to create a oh wait, no, first we cancel. We need to rotate this. Now what's the, I don't understand what, I guess this is the front. I'm not sure. But let's rotate it 90 degrees, minus 90, right? Minus 90, I guess. And then let's scale it down to 0.5. Right? What's the player scale? What are we looking at there for the scale? 0.2. It's the scale of the this one's gonna be bigger, so let's actually make it 0.3. I think that's a good size. It could be a little slightly bigger, right? Okay, so we did that because it was just ginormous before. Okay. So we did that. Okay, now we need to add a collision shape. Collision shape 2D, right? And then we need to give that collision a shape, which I think the pill capsule will do. But we also need to rotate that 90 degrees, minus 90. Well, it doesn't really matter. Right? I think that's pretty good. There, like that. Okay, so we did that. And now we need to create a new script to make the enemy move to the left. So do this. Actually, we're gonna rename this node to enemy ship. Just enemy. We'll just call it enemy. So we're gonna add that. Make sure it goes into the scenes folder, right? Here, open. So scenes enemy, right? So create. It's very important we put it in the right path. So all the other scenes here, we got enemy. Why is that one? Oh, I don't think we saved it yet. So I think if we, oh shoot. Is that what we're supposed to do? Oh crap. How do you delete scene? Script. Where's the other? Script should go here, sorry. I meant to save it to the scripts folder. There we go. Crisis averted. All right, and let's save this to, this one's supposed to be in the scenes folder. Save. There we go. So the enemy's there. And then we have, the game doesn't have a script, but okay, so enemy script there. Okay. Good. Figured it out. Okay. Just for organization. Okay, scripts. Okay. So it has a script. Now make the enemy move to the left. We do need we're gonna copy pretty much what we did here, right? So we need we gotta create an export variable for speed. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Let's leave it at 600 for now. We're gonna look This is for the physics process delta. I'm gonna do this. We don't do this. We're gonna do that. Physics process delta, right? And then global position will be this plus equals speed plus delta. Is it minus? But we want to start at the left, right? And then I think so. Something here. Is it just global position dot x? But it's the other way, right? So is it like negative? That doesn't make sense because we don't want to minus speed. Is there like so if we put like, if we go to the game, right? And we go here, we see that it's here, but I don't know how to render it. Let's just see what he has to say. I think that's pretty close to what we're doing. It's not exactly something like this. Let's see what I'm missing. Something like this, though. Okay, we did that. We could do this, no problem. This is the easy part. Alright, so he's doing this right now. Oh, wouldn't you want to do negative 90? I did negative 90. Wait a minute. Okay. But I have that, I think. No. Okay. So he did this instead. Sprite 2D. Sorry. Transform. So he did 270. Like that. But then he went in offset and he said flip horizontally like that. Because the shadow's on the right side. That's attention to detail. Okay. Ah, that's exactly what I did. 0.3. Which we did. We created the capsule shape. Yeah, we did that. Oh, you can create more than one. Okay, so you can add more collision. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother making more collision shapes. I get it. The movements. Yeah, we did that. Okay, so now we're in the script. Yep, got it here. Oh, what was it? We did 600. Column node interest. Sorry. Okay, so this is the important part. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up because this is important and I want to see it clean. What's happening here. So we're gonna go back 10 seconds here. That's right. Negative speed. It is negative speed. Okay, in this case, we want the enemy to move left to right, so the speed is negative. Got it. So I did pretty much everything right. It was just the minus speed that I missed because I wasn't sure if it was plus equal, but that doesn't make sense. So minus speed makes sense. Okay, so let's test this. Let's instantiate. Sorry, cancel. Let's take the game and instantiate an enemy into it. Let's move the enemy off the screen so that they come into the screen. Ooh, they're moving pretty quick. See? Beauty. So let's actually change that enemy speed from 600 to, let's say 300. Let's half it. Let's make the enemy move slower. Yeah, and that way you can shoot it. Because at some point we'll speed them up, right? Give it variable speeds. There's got to be a way to do that. Anyways, cool. But we can't do anything yet with it. But that's improvement. Cool. It's true. I love he's like, I didn't really learn anything new in this lecture, but it's important to practice. So I think this lecture is good because we practice. He's gonna tell himself he did a good session. That's funny. Pats himself on the back. Yeah, I'm a good teacher. You didn't learn anything new. We just practiced what we learned, which is important. I really agree with him, but like, he doesn't need to like reinforce himself. Oh wow, this is gonna be a heavy lecture. He just listed off like spawning enemies, a bunch of other stuff I really didn't understand. Okay, marker 2D and timer nodes and spawning function. Okay. Sorry, to the right side of the screen. I want the enemy to move left, no, right to left. This is backwards. I'm dyslexic, I think. Right to left, so the speed is negative. Right, from right, to left. Is that backwards for you guys? Is this way the right? Or is it this way? No, I think it's this way. Right? That's right to left. Anyways, like I said, I must have some dyslexia or something. I'm gonna create a new scene. So this is going to be in charge of controlling our enemy. Oops. Inside of our scenes folder. Yep, that's correct. Boom. So we have a... we don't have a script for it, so just this. What is this? Area 2D? Node 2D. Wait, what's his? His is not Node 2D, is it? It is Node 2D, okay. Okay, it was Node 2D. That's important. That's important. So, essentially what we're doing is we want to spawn enemies on the right side of the screen in different positions. Here, 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 here. But it'll only be on the y-axis. It won't be like coming up from x like this. It won't be coming from y to x, just y. Not down and to the side. You'd have like two enemies flanking. Remember those old games that were just like, or and then they'd have two, and one would go this way, and the other one would go this way. Kind of cool. You know what they need? I wonder if they have this in some other engine, but like you could just draw like a line that has like a line tool that's like straight, and then you can like bend it to follow the path. It'd be convenient for like the path to follow. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. Okay, so we're gonna create another node to the this is going to be a spawn position parent node. Spawn positions. So I'm guessing like you have the parent node and then you have like spawn position 1, spawn position 2, spawn position 3, that sort of thing. Marker 2D. Gizmo. So it's something about a gizmo. Okay. That's how you do it. Gizmo. Okay. Okay, so what's that on a transform? So we know it's 1280 width, so you can just make it so it's off screen by like, you could just say like 1350 or something. That's what he did, which I think is actually pretty good. And this, he just did 50, for I think it's just for the sake of ease. There we go, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we just got to duplicate this one 5 more times, essentially. Copy, Control V. Yep, and Control V. Control V. Control V. Oh, wait. Why is that one? That one should be like that. Control V. Okay, so we got 6. So now we just have to transform them. Not transform them. Is it transform them? No. Visibility? What was it? It was transform, right? Was it? Right? What was this one? That one's at 13. Yeah, okay, so 1350. So essentially we want them all at like 1350. But this one's supposed to be at 175. Okay. This one, 1350. Okay. I wonder why that one was off so much. Okay, and this one is 175, 200, 300. And then this one is going to be 425, right? And then 420, 450 plus 100 is 550. Right? And then this one is gonna be 675. Like that. And there we go. I think that's the challenge. At least this challenge. Boom. Yep. Doing it right. Huh. Oh, you could just plus 125 all the time. I didn't know you could do that. I just did it in my head, but like, you don't even need to do the math in your head. You can just do like, if you just want to change the position on one of these, you can just go here and do like 425 plus 125, and then it'll do it for you. That's crazy. It's good to know. See, yeah, I nailed it. A timer node. Pick the root node. Yep. Oh, good. It does have a wait time. Oh, it counts down. Okay. Okay, so we decided the what? Scripts folder, that's what we want. Open. Scripts enemy spawner creates. And then it should be here. Oh, there it is. Good stuff. Oh, micro challenge. Okay. Okay, let's try connecting it within our script. So how do we do it here? So we need a ready function first. So we need a function underscore ready. And then we need the we need an instance of, this is a reference to the node Rocket Destroyer. Okay, so we need something like this, but it's not gonna be Rocket Destroyer, right? It's going to be timer. On ready is going to be timer. And then that's going to, what is the rocket? I think it's going to be timer, right? Timer, I think, right? Yeah, because rocket destroyer is its own node, so we're connecting. This is a node, so okay, so I think that's right. What's up, noob? Okay, so I think that's right so far. So this is a node. If I understand that. This is a reference to the node rocket destroyer. Okay, good. So this is a reference to the timer node. 2 streams in one day, Giga Chat. I know, right? One fun one. I mean, this is fun too, but this is probably less. This is a bit more, I think, harder to watch for people. Okay, so what happened before? What do you mean what happened before? Read the title of the stream. What's the title of the stream? Or the Discord message in the first stream? What do you mean what happened? Oh yeah, we got to do timer dot connect, and then we got to make a function. Oh, what are we doing? What is the timer nodes is time out. Okay. What happened before in the first game? I was asleep, so I missed it. Timed out, right? And then we need a function called timeout. Right, I think, is that right? The timer node? Yeah, timeout. Now we're gonna make a function called timeout. I'm gonna do a pass. I think that's correct. I think that's the way to connect the node without using the built-in connection. So yeah, let's see how he does it. But I think that's right. I was asleep. So I was my first day on holiday, noob. So and the Yuka and the Mini Kotatsu went out so I could stream. So I just decided to have a fun stream and play a new game. Because it's not going to be... I didn't realize how long the game is. The game was like 40 hours, but called Neo, The World Ends With You. I think it's a good stream, actually. It's a cool like anime game. The same people who made like Kingdom Hearts made this game. It's a sequel to the one from like 2007 or something. And I know you like anime, so I think you might like it, actually. Just check it out if you're curious. How are you, man? Are you working today? Or are you off? Are you on holiday? All right, back to the lecture. Oh, so he does it like that. Okay, I'm gonna print timeout. I'm gonna print to see if this is working too. Print timeout. I don't think mine's working. Nothing printed. Oh, okay, maybe that's right. We have to go here and auto start to be on. That could be why it wasn't working. That could be why. Okay, let's try that again. No, it still didn't work. Somehow I didn't connect this properly. Oh, maybe that's why, because we don't have this scene inside the main game yet. That makes sense. So if we run this. Yeah, okay, it is working. I did connect it properly. Look, it's going. Okay, that's why. Whew. That's how for a second I didn't connect it properly. I did it. I connected it properly. I'm stoked on that. Okay. Okay. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is what happened. So we finished the lecture. So what we did this lecture was we created the enemy spawner scene here. We created these spawn positions here, so the enemies will spawn outside of it. And then in the script, we created the timeout, the timer essentially, so that as we saw here, let me clear this again. When we run just this scene, every second the timer goes timeout. That means it's going to spawn an enemy, and we can adjust that. So essentially we're going to spawn the enemies off screen, and they're going to come here, and it's going to be like do it's probably going to be varied times, but I'm not sure how we do that yet, but we'll figure it out in the next lecture. That's awesome. Okay, so the next one is going to be spawn enemy function, which is essentially, or no, that's what we just did. It's going to be, no, it is, yeah, spawn enemy function. That's the next lecture. All right. So if you're new to the stream, I am learning game dev. So these streams aren't the most entertaining, but it's more like a co-working, co-study sesh. I can't show what I'm learning on, I can't show the lecture on screen because it's a paid course, which you can get at gamedev.tv. I'm not sponsored by them, but I really think it's a good course. And it's only like $10 or something now, or 14 or something like that now. So if you're interested in learning game dev, I so far I like the course. So I recommend it. That's my plug. So back to the lecture. Okay, we created this scene. So we created this and we connected to the script using this method is how we, I mean, you can do it another way too. Like we could have gone like this, right? Like we could have connected it through the node here, right? We could have gone like timed out and connect to that, but I wanted to do it the code way because I think it's more important because it's using the interface is easier. But this is like what it actually looks like. So I felt it was important to learn and reinforce this over just clicking over here and being like, yeah, let's add this node, connect this node. You know what I mean? That's all. So now we want to spawn an enemy. Okay, so this is going to be similar to how we did shooting here in the player script. So we have this function shoot. We need to instantiate. Essentially, we need to instantiate an instance and then load the scene, preload the scene. Although instead of rocket scene, it's going to be enemy. And then we need to create the above line is the exact same as rocket scene and the ready function. So we are getting the node, essentially. This is getting the node. Again, which we just did here. We got the node, right? Okay, let's do it. He's just explained what I did now. Okay, it's a challenge. Okay, I think I can do this. Oh, wow. Okay. Just giving a temporary value. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here's the challenge. We need to preload the enemy scene, store it in a variable. Then we need to create a new function called spawn enemy. And then in that new spawn enemy function, we're going to create a new enemy instance. And then we're going to change the enemy instance's global position to a very specific one for a temporary thing called vector2. And then, oh, he went. And then, sorry, I accidentally. Okay, and then add the enemy instance as a child. And we did something similar with here with the shoot function. So we're gonna do something like this. So we need to create a new, we gotta preload the scene. So let's call that variable enemies, I guess, preload, right? Enemies equals preload, and then, oh, what is all this stuff? Right, I think that's what we just want to double check. Yep, preload. Oh yeah, there's a way to do this. So easy. So we want to preload the are we supposed to do this here? Preload the enemy scene, store it in a variable. I don't think we want to do this. Do we? Oh yeah, because this is the spawning. So we do. That's right. So we want the enemy scene. So we want to preload the enemy scene here. that. That's how you do it the easy way. Ooh, good thing we're doing this. These challenges are good. Okay. Then what did we do? So we did that, and then we create, oh yeah, that's right. So we've preloaded. Now we want to create a new function. We'll just create it below here. Function call, and it's called spawn enemy without any arguments. And then we need to create a new, oh wait, I forgot the little dots, colon. And then we're going to instantiate that. Now we can see how we did that here. So we created a variable called rocket. Oh, I should call this, sorry, I should call this one enemy scene. Enemy, because that's what it is. Enemy scene. So we did that, and then we want to essentially create a new instance of it. So enemy instance, and then equal it to the scene instantiate. So we're going to create a variable called enemy instance, and it's going to be equal to enemy instance dot instantiate, right? Something like that. How do we do that here? Oh no, the scene. Sorry, rocket scene. So this is wrong. Enemy scene dot instantiate, and then did we instantiate something? Oh, the function. No, that's the wrong one. Nothing. We didn't do anything in that. Okay. And then we don't have a rocket container, so we have to add the child. What do we do before that? I don't remember. We don't have a container for it, so must just be. Oh, I can't remember now. Enemy instance dot add child, and then what is it? Enemy scene? Enemy scene? Maybe? Anybody know? Add child. Rocket instance. Maybe it's just rocket instance. No idea. Add child in enemy instance. Maybe it's just like that. Enemy instance, add child enemy. That can't be right, but for whatever reason right now, we're just going to go with it. And then we need to update the position here. Enemy instance dot global position. Global position equals, and then global position equals global position. Does that doesn't okay, it doesn't mind that. Okay. And then I don't think we need to do that right now. I don't think the child part is the one I'm confused about. Change the enemy instance. Okay, I got it. So global equals global position, and it's very specific. Global position dot. I thought enemy instance dot global position equals global position dot vector 2, I think. And then 1350 by 300, something like that. That vector 2 on base vector 2, this is not correct. Well, let's see what he has to say. We made a mistake somewhere. So we got something not right here. Which we did right here. What's this? Now he's creating this. Called, yeah, which we did. Okay, we did this. This is correct. So I don't know if this is right, and this is definitely wrong. Oh, we don't need this. We just need this. We just need that. This is a test value. We'll change it. Okay, so we just need... I almost had it. Okay. Just we want to call this last. Okay. Okay, so now we have to go back to the game scene and instance an enemy, essentially. But we can... Wait, why did he do that? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we gotta instance the enemy spawner. So we go in here, boom, here, boom, here, enemy spawner, open. There we go. And then we can get rid of this one. We don't need this enemy anymore. Yes, delete node. We don't need that one right now. Okay, so now we have the enemy spawner in the main game. We're all save it and let's see if the enemy spawns. Should spawn after like a second. There it is. Oh, it's just spawning enemies every second now. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So the enemy's a little big. Maybe let's make the enemy a little bit smaller, I think. 0.1. That was like really big, wasn't it? Now they're really tiny, but it might be harder to hit. So let's make it 1.8. Oh, not 1.8. 0.18. I mean, 0.18. Sorry. I was like, that's way too big. Yeah, that's a good size, I think. I think that's good. That's good, but why are they all in the same place? Because that's just the, we put in, okay, I'll tell you why. Because we just put in a test position in the script here, so that's why. So this is like why they're all in the same place. It's because they're spawning at 1350-300. Because we put in we hard-coded the global position for testing purposes. Yeah, he just explained exactly your question here. Okay, so now we want it to spawn randomly, like we were talking, like you were asking. Okay, so we need to create a reference. Wait. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm in. Wait a minute. Okay, so. Oh yeah, because he didn't do it the same way. That's right. That's why he doesn't have this. I was like, where's this? But he didn't do it that way. So we need to create a reference. So this is a reference. Var spawn positions equal, and then whatever we call it, spawn positions. Okay, so interesting. So you can actually in here get the children. So we have 6 children of spawn positions. So here we can do what did I oh, I screwed that up. Hardcore spawn positions. Sorry, I can't spell. Spawn positions dot get children. And then let's see what he does with that. Okay, so this is going to return a list. Ooh, okay, so now this is going to, now we're going to get, so essentially this creates an array of these children. So then we want like a dot random type deal. Spawn positions array dot pick random. Okay. And then I guess enemy instance goal position is going to equal spawn's position, or it's going to equal what? How's that going to work? Okay. So my guess, instead of vector 2, it's going to equal this. This is my guess. I'm going to do this before he does something. I want to see if it works. Oh, no, it broke. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. The parameter delta is never used in the function process. Okay, let's see what he has. So I guess that was not correct. Got a little ahead of myself. I guess maybe because we gotta map it out. So wait, okay, let's revert this and then print what this is doing then. Print random spawn position. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So let's see. Oh, okay, so it spawned position 1, 6, 5, 6, 4, 4. Okay. So why can't we call it here? Interesting. That's what I did. Oh, dot global position. So you actually have to have dot global position because I guess that's what puts the position down. I'm confused by that. Global position. Okay. So let me clear this. Okay, so now it's doing random. There we go, noob. What do you think of that? Are we supposed to be able to hear the video you're watching? No, you're not supposed to be able to hear the video I'm watching at all. Can you hear it? You should not be able to hear it. What does One-san do when she has time off? It's a good question. I'm not paying attention. Noob. To answer your question, no, you are not supposed to hear the video. That's why there's music for you. So I guess you could do that for speed too. Every 2 seconds, he's... I don't know. Okay, well, I think that's all we have time for today, because I think that's good. We're 52% finished this course now, so that's awesome. I hope you guys were enjoying that. Did you enjoy that? Let me turn up the music for me. I quite enjoyed that. It was we're making progress. I think we're about halfway down this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 11 lessons left in this particular lecture series. And then we're 52% done the whole lecture series. So that's awesome. And then at the end, he shows us how to convert it to C#, that's interesting. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out today. We had a big streaming day all together, about almost 8 hours. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm stoked on that. We got to do both gaming and coding. So that's a good, I think that's a productive day. Noob, thanks for coming out and for not paying attention most of the time. Always appreciate that. Well, I'm pretty tired. I've been tired all day. I don't know why. I've just kind of been tired. But tomorrow we'll be back. Back to Zelda tomorrow evening, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Japan time. As you can see, Shibuya Crossing in the background here. Not too busy. Earlier today was so busy. But yeah, and like I said, I'm trying to do more game development streams during the week. Today was a bit special with the game play one during the day because it's a holiday and the Yuka was out with Mini Kotatsu, but we will be continuing to do it. Hopefully, my goal is to do 3 game dev streams a week during the week, and then weekends are gaming. But any impromptu streams can come up too sometimes. It's minimum 3, if not more. Like every day of the week would be awesome to do the game dev streams. Continue learning and stuff. That's fun. I like doing it. So there's going to be another course too by Mobile Gaming, which is what our goal is. But I might do that one off stream because we got to learn how to do pixel art, which is going to be a big component, and not so much sound effects. We'll probably get some sound effects off the internet, but music. So we got to learn to make like some 8-bit MIDI type music too, right? And I'm no musician, so we'll see how it goes. Fruity Loops, right? That's the one. Oh, speaking of an 8-bit style music, boom. So good. Anyways, thanks for coming out, everybody. Noob, anyone else here? Catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye.